Heist was one of the original 4 game modes in Brawl Stars, and has already been reworked once. But sadly, this beloved game mode definitely needs some massive changes to how it works, and we're going over why this is and how they could potentially fix it. Before I continue, let me know your thoughts on Heist and its current state in the comments down below. So, the goal of Heist is to destroy the enemy safe by damaging it. This sounds good on paper until you check the damage of a few brawlers. And yeah, Clancy can do over 15,000 damage with one super, and he doesn't even have a hypercharge yet. Colette can deal 20,000 damage to the safe with a hypercharge super, and this is just ridiculous, as many other brawlers like Crow deal high amounts of damage too. Currently, the safe has only 80,000 health, and with damage this high, you can see why it needs to be updated. Heist at release was one of Brawl Stars' 4 game modes, and instead had one team attacking and one team defending. This was still pretty good, but defending was not as fun as attacking, so they switched it up and made it so both teams had to do both at the same time. This was a good decision because at the time no brawlers had massive damage potential, and it made the game mode much more enjoyable. Then, a few years later, Brawl Stars announced in a Brawl Talk they were making upgrades feel more worth it. This meant all brawlers at max level would have almost their stats doubled compared to level 1. This allowed all brawlers to deal much more damage and was a good change, but not for this game mode. But that wasn't hurt Heist the most. The problem currently comes down to hypercharges. I personally like hypercharges, but they give some brawlers absolutely massive damage buffs that are so strong, like Crow's, whose super deals up to double the damage, and that's the same with Colette's. The hypercharges allowed everyone to just drain the safe. That pretty much brings us to today. So, how could they fix it? They could just increase the health of the vault, but that wouldn't be a good change as most brawlers can't deal a lot of damage already. So what about giving the vault a shield? The shield would protect the vault from a super every 25 seconds or something like that. This way some supers deal less or no damage to the vault. This would be a great change, but they could do something better. I think the vault should always have a shield that reduces damage from super attacks by, let's say, 50% at all times. This way, supers would just deal less, but attacks would still deal full damage to the safe. In short, Heist is a game mode that has seen over its fair share of changes, but it still needs significant adjustments to stay fun and enjoyable. The current state of Heist, with brawlers dealing excessively high damage, removes some of the strategic depth that this game mode once had. If they were to add shields or something to Heist, this game mode would become more enjoyable and remain as one of Brawl Stars' most popular game modes for all brawlers, instead of the select few brawlers that are all played in this Heist meta. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.